Hey guys, my name is Brad Bruce, founder of the Hustle Tribe Collective, where we teach you how to own cash flowing businesses using none of your own money. I remember many years ago, I wanted to become an investor. I grew up watching Dragon's Den. I've watched the Shark Tank religiously. There is a huge allure to who these people were because they had two things that I wanted. They had time freedom and they had financial freedom. And one big factor was when I left my corporate 9 to 5 job, I thought that I was, you know, leaving the rat race and the matrix forever. When in fact, that was actually false. There's this huge discrepancy in leaving the rat race as becoming an entrepreneur. But what I didn't realize is two things. Is number one is most businesses fail, 70% of businesses fail their first year. And that was huge. And the second part was is I was still trading my time for money. I was still very much in the rat race. In fact, I was working more and paid a hell of a lot less at the very beginning. It eventually worked out for me, and I had some really big months as an entrepreneur. One month it brought in 50,000, which was huge for me. Another month shortly after that, I did a $500,000 month, but I was stressed out. I was working 70 hours a week. It was impacting me. It was impacting my relationships. I was working all the time. Like it was not a life to live. And took a step back and I was facing a little bit of burnout. And I was like, dude, like, why am I doing all of this for money? And when I thought back to those investors, it's like, that's what I really want. It's like money is fantastic, but what I truly want is I want time freedom. And I thought long and hard about this. I mean, the only way is to make millions of dollars to become an investor, and then I can finally have the time freedom. But thankfully, a mentor came along and said to me, Brad, you know what? You don't have to bust your ass like this day in and day out. And you do not have to wait until you have millions of dollars in your bank account to become an investor. And I was like, bullshit. I'm like, how you can become an investor when you don't have the money to invest? Even if you do have, if your business is doing, multiple seven figures, most multiple seven-figure earners do not have millions of dollars in their bank account. So, I mean, I can invest, 50,000, $100,000 a year. It's not going to get me anywhere. And so he said to me, Brad, listen, I will teach you how to own cash flowing assets, businesses using none of your own money. And initially I was very skeptical because about 10 years ago, somebody sold me into a program to learn how to buy real estate using that of my own money, using seller financing, a whole bunch of nonsense. And it didn't work out very well for me. Let's just say that. Maybe because I was just young and stupid at the time. Most likely that was the case. But lo and behold, after this man's mentorship, my first month, I had acquired my first business with me and some partners. And this business just so happened to do $4.5 million in sales the first year that it launched. And so I was hooked once I figured that out. But that was a very small piece, is learning the structure and how to own cash flowing businesses was awesome. But that was a very small piece of the puzzle. Now, where do you find businesses? Now, where do I find investors to help me acquire some businesses? Where do I get the capital sources from? It just so happened because of my past business in the capital markets that I learned how to do all those things. And I owned a very a successful marketing consulting firm as well. And so when I powered this idea using the practices that I learned in those other companies that I had using AI technology and automation, I was on fire. My first month, I had over 30 motivated sellers that matched my buy box in terms of companies that were generating over $1 million in revenue, that were EBITDA positive. 30 motivated sellers, direct to seller, not using a platform, not using a broker, all fresh in my inbox every single day using my AI system. It was incredible. I had 30 deals. I was like, I don't know what the hell to do with all of these deals. It was insane. I was like, I had no idea what to do with them. So we transacted on a few of them. And I got the appropriate deal structure in place, and I owned a few of those companies right away. It was insane. Within 6 months, I had already transacted over 8 companies, either owning, brokering, or acquiring those businesses, which was, I mean, to do that within 6 months with none of your own money is absolutely insane. It's because I had a tremendous amount of volume. I knew the right structure. Second month I brought it, I had over 60 companies, direct to seller, motivated, off market deals sent to the top of my inbox. And so it was insane how many opportunities that I had. And then lastly, I also automated using AI the investor process as well. And so I've created this complete system, soup to nuts. And now what we've decided to do is we decided to not only automate that full process, which is incredible, we've now decided to teach others how to do the exact same thing, which is absolutely incredible. Think of like a done for you and done with you model. It's pretty much all done with you using AI and automation, and then we also do it with you because I mentor you for a year. I literally will hold your hand through each and every single deal, which is incredible. What other coaches do this? And so we launched and we've had already a ton of successful students. I've walked them literally, handheld them through multiple deals. We have one group. There's two of them that are in business together. Zach and Brandon. These guys are insane. Like they have like 5 or 6 deals on the go right now. Some of those deals will be over $100 million companies. Some of them might even be $1 billion company. And this leads me to a friend of mine that I met a number of years back. He structured a deal very similar to what I teach. And that company happened. He owned part of the company. He got shares in the company, et cetera, with no money. And that company became a multi-billion dollar publicly traded company. His shares are now worth like $100 million. Like the guy's set for life. That's like generational wealth. That's the type of deals that I like to get people into. And so I want you guys to join our information session to learn a little bit more about us. And all of our training is live, right? We don't believe in this bullshit pre-recorded stuff. So you're going to be mentored by me. You're going to come in and get our training. Our training is 6 weeks long. It's 21 days, twice a week. So it's not going to take a tremendous amount of time. Once you've completed the training, you're entered into our mastermind group where we meet twice a month. So you'd be meeting with myself and our team for twice a month to make sure we wanted to eliminate any barrier that there could be for you not having success in this program. Because when most people, when they take courses, they'll take the 6-week training and then that's it, right? You're off to yourself to actually learn how to do this. Or they'll upcharge you $10,000 to join their inner circle, and then you get access to the coaches. We didn't want to have any of that nonsense. We wanted to live train with you, answer any questions on the spot. You get access to our WhatsApp channel, so you get literally day and night, you can get your questions answered. And then you're entered into our 12-month mastermind group where we handhold you through deals. Like we provide you with the capital, we provide you with the automation, we provide you with the deal structure. There is zero reason why you cannot be successful in this. So much so that my guarantee is this: if you follow step by step exactly what I say, and within your first 90 days after taking my training, I guarantee you'll own your first company if you do exactly what I say. And so it's certainly the case for the students that have already passed. They've had tremendous amount of success. And I'm just so excited to be offering this because I think the world needs this. We need to, more so than ever, with inflation going up, banking crisis, all this stuff, garbage that's happened in the world. We need to get people out of the matrix and out of the rat race forever starting today. So I want you guys to sign up for my information series right away. Click on the link to join our Facebook group will be the next step. In there, you'll also be joining our WhatsApp group, and then we're going to be having live information sessions with me where you can get your questions and answers, and then hopefully we can get you guys joined up into the training and then owning your first cash flowing business. Imagine that first business that you do, like me, did $4.5 million in sales the first year. Imagine you own a cash flowing business your first year and it's already doing millions of dollars a month or a year in revenue. EBITDA positive, and now you're getting dividends. Like imagine one of the businesses that you end up owning over the course of working with me becomes a unicorn, and your shares are worth 10, 20, 30, 50, $100 million. Just imagine what that impact can be on your life forever. And imagine, because you're not trading your time for money anymore, because you're owning a cash flowing asset, that you're putting very minimum time in. Maybe you're meeting once a month, maybe once every 3 months, like some of the businesses that I own. Then you're free to do whatever you want for the rest of your time. That is what we all want. And then imagine stacking and compounding that. Imagine owning $100 million worth of assets, or $300 million worth of assets, or $500 million worth of assets. Alex Hormozi is doing the exact same thing. He doesn't tell you how he does it, but he's doing the exact same thing. We're actually going to tell you that secret sauce. So join the information session, join our Facebook group, get onto our WhatsApp group, join our free information session, and I want to see you guys there because I want to change your lives. We have a mission to make 1 million people become cash flowing investors and own cash flowing assets. 1 million people we want to remove from the rat race forever. Are you going to be one of those people, or are you going to let opportunities slide you by? We'll see you in the session.